Next is the affine transformation. So coordinate transformation of the form, please try to understand. It is very simple equation. So x dash, which is equal to coefficient of, you see, all the x y z term we are mentioning along with the constant. Similarly for yz, y dash as well as z dash, where x dash, y dash and z dash are the modified points, okay, 3D point, and or object, you can say x y z is the initial value or object. A coordinate transformation of the form, just go through it, is hope is it is visible. X dash equal to a double x in multiplication with x plus ax y in multiplication with y in addition with axz multiplication with z plus the constant term bx. So what we are going to observe here is the coefficient of x is what, a double x is the coefficient of x, axy is the coefficient of y, and axz is the coefficient of z, where bx is the constant term. That's it. So this is what general representation of x dash, and it tells in case of affine transformation. Similarly we can write about the equation about y dash as well as z dash. So what is the y dash equation, then how to write? So very simple. First parameter, always if you consider any 4 cross 4 or 3 cross 3 matrix, whatever, first in case of 4 cross 4, what will happen? It contains 4 cross 4, 4 rows and 4 columns, isn't it? The first parameter, equation number 1, x coefficient you are supposed to mention. Second parameter is always dedicated for y. Third parameter is dedicated for what? It is dedicated for z. And fourth parameter is the constant value, isn't it? And second row, once again same. Here first row is represented x dash, second representing y dash, third one representing z, and fourth one is the constant value, isn't it? Hope it is visible. X dash, y dash and z dash, right? So second equation, how to write? A of, you start with y, because second row, what is the second row content? Second row tells about y, isn't it? Even though the first parameter is for coefficient of x, but it represents about the equation of y dash, isn't it? So it represents about the y term. Equation number 2, we started with, check the suffix, we started the suffix with y, a of y. Of course x is required because of the, it is the first parameter. A of yy as the second parameter, a of yz as the third parameter. So if you understand this concept, you will be easily understanding the equation number 3, how to mention. Equation number 3 represents what? If equation number 3 represents the z term, isn't it? It represents the z term. So the first value, of course, coefficient of x, so you need to mention the suffix zx, see here. Then second one, with respect to z, you are going to mention the coefficient of y, so it is zy. And finally zz in association with the fourth term bz. Bz is the constant value, isn't it? So this is called as, this representation is called as the affine representation, sorry, affine transformation. Okay, so affine transformation, just go through the description. So affine transformation in 2 dimension or 3 dimension or even higher dimension we can take, you can take, have the general properties that parallel lines are transformed into parallel lines, and finite points mapped onto the finite points only. So translation, rotation, scaling, reflection and shear are the examples. Please remember, so far whatever we have discussed with respect to 2D as well as 3D, the types of transformations, types of, what are the types of transformations we have discussed about? Translation, rotation as well as scaling, right? So they are all belongs to the category of affine transformation. Along with that, shear as well as reflection also belongs to the same kind of transformation, that is affine transformation only. Another example of affine transformation is the conversion of coordinate description for a scene from one reference system to another reference system. Okay, because this representation or this transformation can be described as a combination of translation and rotation. That means Even a composite transformation is also belongs to the same category. What does composite transformation stands for? It is a sequence of operations like sequence of translation, rotation in association with rotation, or translation associated with scaling, or whatever, or it may be belongs to the same category like set of translations one after the other, or set of rotation one after the other, or whatever. In general we call it as the composite transformation. So that is what mentioned here. Another example of affine transformation is the conversion of coordinate description for a scene from one reference system to the another, because this transformation can be described as a combination of translation as well as rotation. Okay, fine. That is all about the affine transformation. We'll continue our discussion in the next session. Thank you for watching.